Saw that in the back. The book single-handedly destroyed my life more than Fearless did. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be ranking my top 25 of 2025. So this one took me a while and it was really hard because I'm someone who gives out 5 stars like they candy. I give them out so easy. It's like you just have to make me feel something and you get a 5 stars. So I had 18 5 stars this year, not including rereads, because I had 30 including rereads, but we're not including the rereads in this. It's just new books that I read this year or releases that I read this year that came out. So yeah, so we're gonna do my top 25 for 2025, and like I said, it was really hard to rank these. 17 of them, I lied. 17 of them are 5 stars, the rest are either 4.5 or less. But yeah, so let's get into it. Sorry if my fan's a little loud. It's literally 35 degrees Celsius here, so I'm sweating. So yeah, let's get into this. I wanted to get the physical books down, but I can't be bothered to grab them all, especially because I just reorganized my bookshelves in my last video. So I'm just gonna put photos of them up on the screen. And yeah, so number 25 is This Woven Kingdom by Tahira Murphy. I read this book back in July. I read it when I went to Gold Coast on holiday with my family, and it took me a while to read it only because I was on holiday. I think we left around the 10th of July, just after mine and my dad's birthdays, and I read it on the plane. I read it there, and then I started the second one while we were there. But This Woven Kingdom I gave 4 stars. It was good, but there was just something about it that was just like, lots of people give it 4 stars just because it's like a lot of world building, a lot of plot, and it just like, I don't know, it just wasn't as good as the other ones. Like the other ones in the series for me were all like 5 stars, like they're all in here, they're in the 5 stars. But This Woven Kingdom was still really good, so that's why it's a number 25. It's number 4 stars, number 25, still really good. Loved it, better than other 4 stars I had this year. So if you haven't read it and you don't know what it's about, it's inspired by Persian mythology and basically about, I don't want to butcher her name, I feel so bad, but Elysia, that's how I say it, sue me. And she is the long lost heir to a Jinn kingdom, and she has like these abilities and stuff, and she can do magic, and it's kind of like a Cinderella retelling is what I've heard as well. It gives that vibe, but I didn't feel that vibe, but apparently that's what I've heard. But it's inspired by Persian mythology, which I really love, and it's Tahira Murphy who wrote Shatter Me, so, and I'm obsessed with Shatter Me. Yeah. Okay, number 24. Let me just get my list out. Number 24 is Rebel Witch by Kristen Cicerelli. I read this towards the end of the year. I read this, I want to say, the last week of November, first week of December. I read this right before Crown Tide came out, and I finished it the same day I started Crown Tide, the same day it came out, because I was like, I need to finish it. I can't read 2 books at once, so I can't do that. It's just a thing. And so I was like, okay, that's okay, I'll finish Rebel Witch today. So I did, and I ended up giving it 4.25 stars because I really enjoyed it, and I just preferred the first one more. But it was really good, and it's like, it's the second book in a duology, so I don't want to give too much away about it, just because like you gotta read the first one, and I'll talk about the first one later because that one is on the list. But yeah, so Rebel Witch by Kristen Cicerelli. It is called The Rebel Witch here in Australia, but in the US I think it's just called Rebel Witch. So I'll put a photo of both the US and the Australian / UK covers just so everyone knows what they look like. But yeah, I don't know why, because the first one's called a different name as well, but it was really good. Gideon and Rune have such a good love story, and I love them so much. And the plot twist, the betrayal, like everything was just so good, and the magic system is really good. But once again, it was just lacking something for me, but I still really enjoyed it. So this is a good one if you want to get into fantasy. The Crimson Moth duology is a really good one to read. Okay, number 23. Number 23 is Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. One of my only romances on this list. This one I gave 4.25, and I love this. I read it in December for Christmas. It's, wait, I don't know where it is on my shelf. I think it's down here. But yeah, I loved it. I thought it was really, really interesting and really good, and I loved the characters. They were so cute, and their romance was fucking adorable, and I love them. But once again, there was just a couple of things that gave me the ick, or something that it was lacking, and it just didn't give me a vibe. So I was like, oh okay, 4.25, because it was still so good. The writing was beautiful, and I was very engaged in it. I think I finished it in 4 days, just because I was doing a lot of stuff for Christmas and I was doing stuff for family. But it was still really, really, really good, and I enjoyed it like a lot. So if you have not read Good Spirits by B.K. Morrison, put it on your Christmas TBR for next year, or just read it whenever, because it's like, even though it's a Christmas book, you can read it whenever. But I literally bought it the day it came out. I went to the shops and bought it. I was like, I'm gonna read this at Christmas, and I did. So, and I loved it. It was so good. I found it really, really interesting, and yeah, I was like, okay, Ghost of Christmas Past, sign me up. And I loved Nolan. It's just, there were some things that he said that gave me a little bit of an ick, so that brought the star rating down for me, but that's okay. But I still loved it. So Good Spirits is number 23. Okay, number 22, guys, we're going through fast. Number 22 is These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. This was my first book of the year. This was my very, very first book of 2025. Oh, sorry, my hair is a mess. Let's pause that. Okay. Number 22 was These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. This was my very, very first book of 2025. And I loved it. I gave it 4.5. I liked it more than the second one. The first one was better than the second one. But in terms of the romance, I preferred the second one. But in terms of plot, first one was better. It's a duology. Really short duology. I'm actually getting my mom to read it after she finishes reading the Lightlark Saga, because she's reading that at the moment. But it was really, really good. The world building was really easy to read. The writing was really easy to read. It is YA. The magic system was pretty easy to understand. It's just like, it's not like god tier, you know what I mean? Lots of people enjoy it, and that's fine. I enjoyed it. It just wasn't like amazing. But I need to read more of Lexi Ryan's stuff, definitely, because I definitely enjoyed it. It was my first duology. First reads of the year was the first and second one, and it took me a little while to get through, because I think it took me a week for both of them, and then Onyx Storm came out. So, but yeah, so I really enjoyed These Hollow Vows. So that's number 22, I think. 22. Okay, number 21. We got to get the list out, guys. Number 21 is Fearful by Lauren Roberts. I love the Palace trilogy. If you guys saw in my last video, my bookshelf reorganizing video, you would have seen that I have a whole shelf dedicated to Palace. Okay, I have the Funkos, I have all of the special editions, I have all the paperbacks, I have the journals, I have a pin that says Violent Little Thing that I got when I met Lauren Roberts, because I met her, and I have 3 of my books signed by her. Like, I love Powerless. So when Fearful came out, I'm very, very excited for it. And lots of people say they didn't enjoy Fearful. I don't think it was necessary. I definitely don't think that, but I still really enjoyed it. I just didn't like how it was. I thought it was meant to be mostly Kit instead of Lenny and Blair. So I was kind of a little upset that it was a lot of Lenny and Blair, but I thought they were cute. I still enjoyed it. I was just kind of upset that it was more focused on them and not Kit, because I really wanted it to be about Kit, because I'm a Kit defender. I am a Kit defender until the day I die. I hated him in that one moment in Reckless. I'm not going to spoil anything, but that one moment in Reckless, you know what I'm talking about, the ending. Hated him in that. But in Fearless, by the end, I felt so bad for him, and I was so excited for Fearful. I was like, oh my god, my baby is gonna get a whole book. And then it had him, but it wasn't about him, so that's why I was like kind of disappointed. So I gave it 4.5 in the end. I did give it 5 at first, but then I looked back at my rating, I was like, no, it's not a 5, it's a 4.5. Whereas all the other books in the Palace trilogy, 5 stars. Powerful was a masterpiece, the others also good, but Fearful was a 4.5. But I still enjoyed it because I love Kit. So yeah, and I think, oh my god, the epilogue, I was dying. The epilogue with him and Kai made me cry. I was bawling my eyes out at about 12 AM. But yeah, so that's number 21. Okay, number 20, guys, we're at number 20 already. Number 20 is Secrets of the Dead by Laura Carter. I'm friends with Laura on TikTok. This is an indie published book. It was so good. Okay, I gave it 4.5. It was really, really, really good. It was just very complex world building, but that doesn't mean it wasn't good world building. Like, it was amazing world building. It was just very complex for my brain, so that's why I gave it 4.5. But I'm reading, if you watched this video, if you watched my 26 for 2026, you'll see that I put both Legacy of Years and Return of the Darkness and Truth of the Light, which comes out in February, on my TBR for 2026. So I read the first one last year and I want to read the rest this year, so I'm very, very excited for those ones because, like I said, I loved it. It just was, the world building was a little too complex for my brain, but it was still good world building. So yeah, that's my number 20. And yeah, I'm friends with Laura on TikTok. She is the sweetest. So if you haven't heard of this or if you haven't read it, please go follow her on TikTok. Please go read it. It is so, so, so good. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. Amazing. So yeah, that's my number 20. There's a lot of stuff in this book. Number 20, yes. Number 19 is The Crimson Moth, also known as Heartless Hunter. So this is the first book for Rebel Witch, the one I talked about earlier. I gave this one 4.5, I think I gave it. Sorry, my hair is like a mess. But yeah, I love this one. I definitely loved it more than the first one. And yeah, for some reason here it's called The Crimson Moth. Once again, I'll put both US and UK covers so people know. Heartless Hunter in the US, Crimson Moth here in Australia and the UK. I loved it. I thought it was so good. I love the world building. I love the plot. The plot twist, I guessed it probably 10 pages before it happened, but before that I had no clue. I had no clue, but about 10 pages before it happened, I was like, I know what's gonna happen. So yeah, but it was still so good. And I love Rune. I love her. She's a baddie, but she's not one of my favorite FMCs, but she's still a baddie and I love her. So fight me on that. But yeah, so Crimson Moth's a really, really good one. Once again, like I said with Rebel Witch, this duology is so good for you to get into fantasy. And yeah, I think it's a really good duology. It's easy to read. It's not hard at all to read. Easy world building, simple romance. I'm pretty sure, here's the thing, I don't know if it's young adult or adult because there is a spice scene, but it's like not that graphic. So I'm thinking it's young adult with a little bit of spice, but it's not like smart. I don't know, fight me on it. Someone please tell me if it's young adult or new adult because I need to know. Because yeah, my last 4.5 4-star read, number 18 is Sorcery of Thorns. Originally when I read this I gave it 5 stars, but then I looked back and I was like, okay, maybe it's not. So I gave it 4.5 and I enjoyed this. This is a standalone fantasy. It is so good. The magic system's so unique and I actually loved it. Like, it was genuinely really, really, really good. So if you're looking for a standalone fantasy because you don't want to commit to a long series and you want to ease yourself into fantasy, Sorcerer of Thorns is really, really good. The romance isn't the strongest, but the world building and the plot it's still really good and I enjoyed it. It's good for a standalone, but there is better out there, but I preferred it over all the other 4.5s and stuff that I gave. So I really loved it. I thought it was really, really good. And I love Elizabeth. She's definitely a favorite female main character. She's really, really, really badass. I love her. And the trio dynamic between her, Nathaniel and Silas, they are so, so funny. Okay, I love them. So if you're looking for that found family, romantic, enemies to lovers plot, Sorcerer of Thorns. So, so, so good. Now we're into the 5 stars because I have so many 5 stars. I'm gonna try and not have this many 5 stars this year. I'm gonna actually try and discipline myself to not give all 5 stars, but that's probably not gonna happen. So number 17 is Beg, Borrow, Steal by Sarah Adams. Every single Sarah Adams book I have ever read, 5 stars. She is just the queen of romance, of funny rom-coms. So if you have not read Sarah Adams, go do. You're missing out. Okay, this is all my Sarah Adams done here. You guys probably saw it in my bookshelf organizing video, but yeah, no, I love Sarah Adams. And Beg, Borrow, Steal is my favorite alongside Cheat Sheet. Cheat Sheet's my favorite Sarah Adams book. Me and my best friend both love it, but Beg, Borrow, Steal is second. It is so good. So if you haven't read Sarah Adams, go read Sarah Adams. Beg Borrow Steal is third in the Rome Kentucky series. First is When in Rome, then Practice Makes Perfect, then Beg Borrow Steal, and the fourth one just came out. It's called In Your Dreams, and it came out the last day of last year, the 31st, and I haven't got it yet, but I'm going to get it, and it's part of my TBR for this year, so I'm going to buy it and read it because I love Sarah Adams. Now more 5 stars. So numbers 16 and 15 kind of go hand in hand because they're the same series. Number 16 is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and number 15 is Bad Blood by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So The Naturals, I binge read that in 2 days. I started it before work on a Friday, read 42 pages, went to work, came back, read till page 150, so I read like 100 pages, and then the next day I finished it. I sat on my couch and I finished that shit, and then I went and bought the rest of the series the next day and I read it in 2 weeks. So yeah, but The Naturals was my least favorite of the series because it was the first one, so it was like setting stuff up, and then Bad Blood was still really good, but I just preferred the other 2 books more. So Bad Blood was my third favorite in the series. I'm not counting the novella as well. I'm not counting 12, which is the novella like afterwards. But yeah, so number 16 is The Naturals, number 15 is Bad Blood. I love them both 5 stars, both amazing. And if you have not read the Natural series, go read it. But I love them still. They were really good. So yeah, but basically the Natural series is about these kids who are recruited by the FBI to solve cold cases because they have these unique abilities to like do stuff. So like our main character Cassie, she can like profile people, so she can just look at someone and like suddenly see their whole life story just by looking at them. Like, it's really crazy. And yeah, there's romance. There's a very subtle subplot of romance. There's such good found family. The found family is amazing. Like I said, I binged the series in 2 weeks. It's in my god tier. Like, it's that good. It's so good. So if you've not read it, go read it because it's amazing. And if you love Criminal Minds, you'll love it. I've never watched Criminal Minds, but I want to now that I've read Naturals. Guys, we're turning the fan up, so I'm sorry if it gets a little noisy because it is fucking hot. Okay, so I'm turning the fan up. Deal with it. Okay, we are at number 14 because we just did 15 and 16 together. Number 14 is We Will Be Heroes by Megan McCullough. This is a self-published one. When I tell you, I read the first book in this duology in 2023. I read it when I went to America on holiday, and I went to New York, and I went to Florida, and then I went to the Caribbean on a cruise. But I read it when I was in New York, and it was good. The first one was amazing, and the second one came out last year in July. I kind of just forgot that it existed. Maybe it wasn't even last year, maybe it was the year before, I don't know. I kind of forgot, and then I got it for my birthday. Not last year, sorry, it came out in 2024. Last year I got it for my birthday in July. That's what I was trying to say. Anyway, so yeah, I got it for my birthday last year in July, and I finally read it in November, I want to say, maybe end of September. Read it in 2 days. So good. It's basically the Vigil and Lianzi Files duology is if Marvel movies came to life. Marvel movies came to life. Like, literally every Marvel fan's dream. So I loved it. If you're a fan of Marvel, go read it right now. So good. Megan McCullough just wrote something so well. The romance is so good, and I just love it. So if you have not heard of this series, now you have. If you want to read it, go read it. It is so good, and it's a duology. It's super short. It's not long at all. The first one's like 300 pages. Second one's less. It's 250 or something. So good. Easy to binge in a day. I don't know if it's on Kindle Unlimited. Jenna editing will tell you if it is, but yeah, it's so good. Number 13, we're going back to Tahira Mafi because we have these infinite threads from This Webbing Kingdom. Book 2 of This Webbing Kingdom. I read this one once again when I was in Gold Coast for a holiday with my family, and it was so good. It was better than the first one. This was a 5-star. So freaking good, except it just wasn't as good as the third and fourth because they're better. My ranking literally goes 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, like it goes in the opposite order, but it was still so good. Book 2 was really good. When you get to the end of book 1 and you meet Cyrus, you don't like him, but then you read these infinite threads and you're like, holy shit, this man is fine. Cyrus, yeah, I mentioned him in my 26 for 26 because I mentioned the Swerving Kingdom 5th book that's coming out this year. That man is fine. Okay, that man is fucking fine. So if you've not read the Swerving Kingdom, this is your sign, because all of them are in my top 25 for last year. But yeah, so that's number 13 is these internet threads. I can't give too much away because I'll give away the story, and I don't want to do that. Okay, number 12 is The Prison Healer. The Prison Healer. So once again, all 3 books in this trilogy, 5 stars. This is just the one that didn't get me as much as the other 2 did. Lots of people find Gilded Cage as their least favorite. What if I told you that's my favorite, and that's coming up? Anyway, Prison Healer is my least favorite of the 3, but they were all so good that I wouldn't call it a least favorite. I would just say it's like they're all tied. It's just in this I put it 3rd. I love Prison Healer. It was so, the plot twist, I didn't see it coming. I did not see it coming. I'm not going to say what it is, I'm not going to spoil it, but basically Prison Healer follows Kiva Meriden, and she is the prison healer. She's in a prison, and then this mysterious inmate comes in and things start going a little weird, and she has to volunteer for these trials and stuff. And there's elemental magic, there's royalty, there's found family, there's enemies to lovers, there's friends to lovers, like there's everything. So good. I had the opportunity to meet Lena and Oni, but I didn't because I hadn't read Prison Healer by that point, and I was very sad that I hadn't read it, because if I had I would have met her. But when I met Lauren Roberts, she was also there. She was the one interviewing Lauren on her panel, so I did get to like be in the same vicinity as Lynette Noni, and she has commented and liked my TikTok videos before, so she knows I exist and she knows I love Prison Healer a lot. So yeah, and I just got her other series for Christmas that's up here, and I'm gonna read that this year. But yeah, Prison Healer, god tier, so good. I've been begging one of my friends to read it, and maybe she will. But yeah, so that's number 12. I love Prison Healer. The other 2 are coming up, so get ready. Okay, oh, my fan is not helping. Number 11 is the Grim and Oro flip book by Alex Astor. I love this one. I loved getting their backstories and getting like when they were friends, and oh my god, and when like, you know, what made them the way they are. Oro's was longer, which disappointed me because I'm a Team Grim girly, but I don't hate Oro. I just don't like him for Isla. I think he deserves someone else. I think he deserves someone who will love him fully, and Isla pisses me off. So yeah, but Grim, I'm a Grim girly, so you know. But I actually loved Oro's story. I read Oro first and then I read Grim. I loved Oro's because I got to see inside his mind. I got to see his point of view of Lightlark, and then Grim I got to see his point of view of Nightbane. Before Nightbane, obviously, but like the stuff that was in my Nightbane. So I really loved it. I thought it was so good. And the wedding scene, if you know what I mean, if you've read the book. But so good, loved it. My mum's reading it at the moment, and I think she's on Grimm's side. She's nearly finished it. I told her to read Oro first. And then she's going with Ground Dive. But yeah, she's loving it as well. She's obsessed with Lightlark. She's read the first 3. She's on Grim and Oro. She's about to finish that. She's gonna go into Crown Tide, and then she has to wait like me. So yeah, but it's so good. I loved it. I said in my review the 5 stars was purely just for Grim's point of view. That's actually a lie because I enjoyed Oro's too, but that's what I said in my review. I'll put the review here because it was actually really funny. That was my review. Just like the 5 stars is purely for Grim's point of view. I'm sweating. I'm dying. I want to die because I am hot, and my fan is probably too loud. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit because like I said, I'm dying, I'm sweating, it's hot. It's Australia. We're in summer. For Northern Hemisphere people who don't know that summer exists in the Southern Hemisphere too. But anyway, what were we on to? Number 10. We finally reached the top 10, guys. We have finally reached my top 10 books of 2025. This was the hardest, okay? Well, that's a lie, my top 5, but this was the hardest. Number 10 is Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lindblad. So part of the Natural series, the second book of the Natural series, this book was so good. Lots of people, this is their favorite, but this is not my favorite. The other one's my favorite, but this one, number 10 for me. It was so good. 5 stars, amazing, loved it, beautiful. I didn't guess the plot twist for a while. So I didn't guess it at all. I got there and I was like, the fuck? So I loved it. It was so good. Second book in the Natural series. It focuses a lot on Dean, which I love because I love Dean. So yeah, but this book was so good, and like I said, if you haven't read the Naturals, go read it. It's in my god tier. It is so good, amazing, beautiful. Please go read it. So good. Yeah. Okay, number 9, back to This Loathing Kingdom, Oldest Twisted Glory. I loved Oldest Twisted Glory. It was so good. I read it in, well, if I read the other 2 in July, I must have read it in August. So it was really good, and the cliffhanger it left me on for every Spiral of Fate was crazy, but it was genuinely amazing. I loved it, and yeah, it just, like I said, it wasn't as good as every Spiral of Fate when that one came out, but that one was my top one until the 4th one came out. So yeah, that's all I can really say about that one, because I can't really say a lot more because spoilers, because it's the 3rd book in a series. So yeah, that's all I can really say about that one. So anyway, okay, number 8. Number 8 is Accomplice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. This book left me gobsmacked. This book left me gobsmacked because it was so good. 3rd book in the Assistant to the Villain series, the 4th one's coming out in August this year. This series was originally meant to be a trilogy, and now it's 5 books, which I hate when that happens, when you don't plan for it. Like my series, right, that I've written, I'm an author, it's gonna be 5 books. I planned that from the beginning, but I hate when like they're meant to be 3 books and then authors suddenly start writing more and they don't plan it. I hate that. But like when you plan out, like Throne of Glass, right, was planned to be a trilogy, but before she even published it, she changed it into 8 books. Masterpiece with the 8 books, doesn't need to be changed at all. But with this, it was meant to be a trilogy, now it's gonna be 5. That kind of pisses me off a little, but 5 stars for all the books because they're all so good. Sorry, I've got an itchy fucking nose, so I'm trying to like itch it without taking my makeup off. Guys, this strand of my hair is pissing me off. It's fucking pissing me off because it keeps falling. I want to do a braid today. I didn't want to have my hair down because I'm a little hot, so I put it in a braid, and I didn't get it in a neat enough braid, so now it's messy. So if I look horrendous, I'm sorry. Okay, number 7. Let's go on. Number 7 is The Blood Trader. Like I said, the whole Prison Healer series is all 7 stars. But The Blood Trader is number 7. I loved The Blood Trader. It was so good. So emotional. I'm telling you, when I thought that one character died, I crashed out. And then he wasn't dead. You guys know who I'm talking about. I crashed out. I was so mad. I was like, you're joking me, right? You killed off my favorite character. I can't judge. I do it in my book. Authors are evil, me included. But no, this, like, actually, I don't normally bawl really bad. Like, I don't cry a lot for character deaths unless they like mean a lot to me, and this one meant a lot to me. So, and then he came back, so it was fine. Everything was fine. But no, I was emotional for a second though. My nose itches back. Okay, number 6. Number 6 is the last Naturals book. That's my favorite, is All In. Everyone hates All In. Like, they say, like, no, it's the most boring one. I found it the most exciting, engaging one, and the one where I did not guess the plot. Because, tell me why. They were in Vegas, and they were hunting a killer, and no, I loved All In. All In was my favorite. It was so good. I knew it was going to be my favorite because I was like, no, 3 casinos, 3 days, 3 bodies. Oh yeah, I'm down for Vegas murder. So I loved All In. That's my favorite one. And like I said, the whole Natural series, God tier. I read the novella as well, 12, which comes after the whole series, after Bad Blood. I gave that one 4 stars, so that's not included in this, but it was still so cute and so good. And Jennifer Lynn Barnes just knows how to write a book. She's got so many, so I'd hope so. But yeah, so if you haven't read the Naturals, they're all in my top 25, and they're all in my god tier, so that's your sign. And All In's the best one. All In and Killer Instinct are the best ones, for fucking sure. The fan is blowing my hair. Wind sweat to look. Anyway, this piece of fucking hair. Anyway, I'm trying to give Selena Sargothian. Okay, with number 5, we reached the top 5, guys. We've reached the top 5. I want to tell you, 4 of these are releases that came out in 2025. One of them is not, but 4 of them are releases that came out in 2025. So number 5, This Webbing Kingdom again, Every Spiral of Fate. What did she put in that book? It was like crack. It was so good. I can't wait for the 5th book this year. I know I'm gonna be heartbroken because I was heartbroken in Every Spiral of Fate, but it was so good. So if you haven't read that, once again, this is me convincing you to read This Webbing Kingdom because it's so good. It's so good, I'm telling you. It's amazing. Anyway, that's my final spiel on Every Spiral of Fate. And number 4 is Crown Tide. Crown Tide was very close to being in my top 3, but something else beat it out. Crown Tide came out in December. It is the 4th light art book. When I tell you that this book ruined my Christmas spirit before I went into reading Christmas books, it did. Because you guys know the plot twist I'm talking about. What the actual fuck? What the fuck? I'm looking right at the camera for this one because Alex asked her, what the fuck did you do? The 5th book better end happily or else I am suing you. My review, I'll put my review here for Crown Tide, and I'm not going to say anything else. That'll tell you everything about how I felt. So, you know. Okay, number 3 is The Gilded Cage. This beat out Crown Tide because The Gilded Cage was my favorite. It was so good. From the Prison Healer series, book 2 in the Prison Healer series, Gilded Cage, so good. The found family and the plot twist in this one. Ooh, the plot twist at the end. I didn't guess that, and it was so fucking good. So I loved Gilded Cage. Definitely my favorite in the series. So freaking good. Once again, 5 stars. Amazing. So yeah, that's Gilded Cage number 3. Once again, can't say a lot because it's the 2nd in a series, but yeah, guys, we have reached the top 2. And if you know me, you know what the top 2 are. In what order, you don't know, but you know what the top 2 are. Because I haven't mentioned them. And I've mentioned how much I love the series, and you know what 2 releases came out last year that I'm obsessed with. So number 2. Number 2 is Fearless by Lauren Roberts. That book single-handedly destroyed my life. And I remember meeting Lauren, and I said to Lauren, and I was like, Lauren, Fearless destroyed me. And she's like, good. And I was like, that's crazy. But it was still, it wrapped up the series perfectly. I loved it. It was so good. And I know the Palace is getting a TV show. I don't know how to feel about that because I love Palace. I don't want them to mess it up. But I'm like excited for it in the same sense. So I'm hoping they don't mess it up. If they don't mess it up, I'm gonna love it. If they mess it up, I can't. Same with number 1's book actually, but I can't. So Fearless was really, really good. Can't give much away. 3rd book in the series, Powerless series. It was good. Loved it. The plot twist, I did not see coming. Lots of plot twists actually. But yeah, no, it was amazing. It was so freaking good. We went down the side of my bed. You saw that in the back. Guys, I lost my notebook because I threw it and you saw it in the last clip in the mirror, but it went down the side of my bed. But it's okay, I know what number 1 is, and I think you do as well. Number 1 is Onyx Storm. Came out in January last year. It's been nearly a year. That book single-handedly destroyed my life more than Fearless did, and Crown Tide, and Gilded Cage. Because what do you mean I have to wait till 2027 for book 4? Rebecca, what? So Onyx Storm was so good, and I don't care what people say, this was like so hard for me because Onyx Storm dying? I think so. Anyway, Onyx Storm and 4th Wing are like both. Like, Iron Flame is my least favorite of the 3 at the moment just because the other 2 are so good. 4th Wing gave me a feeling that I've never felt for a fantasy book except Throne of Glass. So 4th Wing's probably still my favorite, but Onyx Storm is my favorite of last year because I read 4th Wing and Iron Flame in 2024. So, but this book ruined my life. It ruin my life, Rebecca. If you're watching this, she's not watching this, but if you're watching this, give me book 4, please, and thank you. Because give me book 4 and 5. Give me both, because I need to know what happens next and how it ends. And the ending had me shocked and shooketh. It was good though. I love Violet and Zayden. I love them. I love them so much. And yeah, I have my own Taran and Adana. My 2 dogs are literally Taran and Adana. Lucky, my eldest dog, he's 4 now. He's Taran. I'm telling you, you probably, if you follow me on TikTok, you've probably seen my TikTok posts on my stories sometimes, where I post them and I post the 4th wing sound, and I'm like, my own little Taran and Adana. Yeah, that's my dogs. And then Daisy, she's literally Adana. We call her the golden gremlin, Adana. And then yeah, Lockie's the grumpy old man, even though he's only 4 years old. She's 1, so they're literally Taran and Adana. I call them my little dragons. I wanted to dress them up for Halloween last year as Taran and Adana, and then dress up as Violet Sorrengail, but I don't have a Zayden, so I have to be on my own. So maybe 1 year, maybe this year I'll do it. I'll just be like, no, I'm just gonna be Violet Sorrengail, and then my dogs can be Taran and Adana. I want to get them little dragon horse. They look so cute. But yeah, anyway, Onyx Storm ruined my life, and that's my #1 read for 2025 because it was so good. 5 stars, 7 stars, 8 stars, 10 stars. I'm skipping 6 and 9, but it's fine. So good, loved it. And if you have not read the Empyrean series, it's up here. Go read it now. It is so good. So besties, I kind of forgot to film an outro for this video. I don't know how, because I was literally filming this as I went, so I just obviously forgot to record an outro. But yeah, so this is my outro now, and I just wanted to say thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I put a lot of time into this one because I was very busy with my other YouTube video that I'm doing at the moment. So yeah, I want to say thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. And I didn't put my book in this one because I thought it would be unfair, because it would have been my top read, because it's my book. So yeah, but if you want to read my book, Storms of Ours is on Amazon and Kindle Unlimited. And yeah, and if you read it, please leave a review on Goodreads and Amazon. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!